Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome. HareKrishnaValley.com.au. Has anyone been here for the first time? Oh, many. First time. Thank you for coming. This place is Shantidham. It is Anandadham. It is Bhaktivedanta. HareKrishnaValley.com.au. This place has been here since 1987. And at this place, we have sacred Goshala. This is one of the only Goshalas in Australia. And Goshala means the cow is born and the cow will die without any interference. It means they live peacefully, Shanti. All over the world they're killing the cow. When you kill the cow, humans will never be peaceful. Is the world peaceful right now? Why? Because they killed the cow. If you kill the cow and you eat the cow, you can't be peaceful. Humans cannot be peaceful. Not possible. You have to put 2 and 2 together. 2 and 2 equals?
Don't kill the cows.
Yeah, don't kill the cows. And it means 4. Means there is logic. Hands up, you believe in karma. Yeah, so everyone believe in karma. So then, if karma is true, which we all say it is, everyone put their hand, that means we also have playground for kids. If their kids want to play, they can play. No problem. So, it means that if you believe in karma, and you kill the cow, that means the karma must come back to the humans at some point. So you see now the wars are there. You see in the world, the wars are there. You know, why is that? That is because they're killing the cow. If you don't kill the cow, you will be peaceful. If you kill the cow, you'll not be peaceful. So this is Shantidham. When you come here, you feel peaceful. Hands up, you feel peaceful. Okay, 100%. Why? Because the cow is peaceful. After prasadam, after lunch today, we'll take you to Goshala. Hands up, you want to go Goshala. Okay, we'll take you to see the cows. Because when you see the cows, you'll see they are peaceful. They don't have to worry about anything. They don't worry anyone will kill them. Therefore they are peaceful. If they are peaceful, we are peaceful. TK? Okay. So you have to do that. So 1987 we got this farm. And then we built this building here. We're sitting in now the building. It is the Yoga Shala, the temple room. When we first got this building, we had primary school. This was a school, Hare Krishna Primary School. For 7 years they ran the school. But then the school closed. So then this building was sitting here and the other buildings. So I came here in 2007 with my friend Manigriva. He was singing just then. So we came here and then we turned this into retreat center. So now we run retreats. We are teaching people the science of bhakti, which is coming from the Bhagavad Gita. Have you heard of Bhagavad Gita? Hands up, you heard of it? You know Bhagavad Gita. Good. Because today I'm going to speak on Bhagavad Gita. However, we're speaking on Bhagavad Gita as it is. Not Bhagavad Gita as you think. Sometimes they put interpretation on Krishna's words in Bhagavad Gita. It is there. In India, there is one famous guru. And he has one famous mission. They are based in Bengal. Maybe you know who I'm talking, maybe. So, in their Bhagavad Gita, if you read it, at the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mammana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji man namaskuru. Krishna says 4 times, Mam. Mam means me. So Krishna is saying me. But then if you read the commentary, the purport, that Acharya, he says, when Krishna says me, he does not mean me, he means the unborn within him. So why didn't Krishna just say that? Why do you have to explain Krishna? If Krishna says me, it means me. Krishna is a person. You see, he's a person. He's not just some light, some energy, Brahma Jyoti. Krishna says in Gita, Brahmano hi pratishtaham. The Brahman, the light, the energy, that comes from me. You see with Krishna is always halo, Brahmajyoti. Huh? Brahmajyoti makes Krishna or Krishna makes Brahmajyoti? What do you say?
Krishna makes Brahmajyoti.
Krishna, that's correct. Krishna makes Brahmajyoti. But in India, many people say Brahmajyoti makes Krishna. Many people say, many Acharya. So they say, when Krishna says me, he doesn't mean me, he means the unborn within me. But why didn't Krishna say that? He said me. Huh? Huh? Mam ekam sharanam praja. Surrender to me, Krishna says in Gita. Huh? So he is giving us this teaching. So here at Hare Krishna Valley we're teaching this. We're teaching Bhagavad Gita as it is. Not Bhagavad Gita as you think. Or as some Acharya makes up. This is not Bhagavad Gita. You have to teach as Krishna teaches. Krishna says in chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, Evam parampara praptam imam rajashiyo vidu. Parampara means, what is parampara? Huh? You see the gurus? Going back? That is parampara. One guru teaches the next guru, teach the next guru, teach the next guru. Then it comes to us. But you don't change anything. If you change something, then you lose the essence. So Bhagavad Gita must be delivered as it is. So actually Bhagavad Gita has 5 subject matters. What are the 5 subject matters in the Bhagavad Gita? 5 topics. Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, Karma. These are the 5 subject matters. You have to understand these 5 things to understand Bhagavad Gita. So what is the first one? Ishvara. Ishvara means God. That means controller. Someone who has control. That is Ishvara. Hands up if you are Ishvara. Okay, a couple of people put their hand up. But you are very tiny Ishvara. Your Ishvara is about this big. What can you control? You can't even control when you're going to blink. No one blink for 1 minute. No blinking. You can't even control that. So what you can control? Ishvara means someone who can control everything. That is Krishna. Ishvara, Padama, Krishna, Satchidananda, Vigraha, Anadya, Adya, Govinda, Savakarana, Karanam. Right? Krishna said, Ishvara, Parama, Krishna. Parameshvara, that is Krishna. Supreme Ishvara. He controls everything. What do we do? We can't control you can't even control what time you're going to get here today. You can't even control your kids. You can't even control your own mind. You can't even control when you're going to go to the toilet. You can't even control, you can't control anything, the weather, anything. What can you control? The person who can control everything, he is called Parameshwara. Right? That is Krishna. That is Bhagavan. Who controls when the sun will come up? That is Krishna. Just like 1 week ago, a few weeks ago, we had the eclipse. So we know when the eclipse will come. To the second. So it's like a clock. The universe is like a clock. But all the other clocks, they run, the time slows down or it speeds up. It doesn't run properly. But Krishna's clock, to the second, you can say when the eclipse is coming, 1,000 years from now. Who made that? That is Parameshwara. That is Krishna. He's supreme controller. So Bhagavad Gita speaks of this. Who is the supreme controller? It is Krishna. He is Vibhu. Vibhu means very great. We are Anu. Anu means how big are we? How big are you? How big are you? In the Upanishads, it says, if you take the tip of your hair, so you take the tip of my hair, right? Well, this one. So you take the tip, and if you get the tip of your hair and you cut it 100 times into 100 pieces, and you get the 100th You take that and you cut it 100 times, 10,000th the size of the tip of your hair. That is the size of your Atma. That's how big you are. But when you walk in the room, you think, I am very big. I am very important. I am Maharaj. I am Maharani. Actually, you're just this big. Anu. You can't do anything. What control do we have? Very little control. How much control does Krishna have? Complete control. Purna. So that is it. So Bhagavad Gita is teaching that. You have to understand who you are, who Krishna is. So that is the first topic in the Gita, Ishvara. You understand? So who is Ishvara?
Krishna.
Okay. So you all get a free lunch today. You got the answer right. Now you have to get the other answers right, and then I'll feed you. Otherwise I don't feed you unless you get the answer. TK? Is it okay? Okay? Okay. So, second topic. What is the second topic? Jiva. Jiva means? The soul. Jiva. Jiva means?
Pran. Pran.
Pran. Prana means life. Life comes from Jiva. So, Atma. Jivatma. Right? This is us. We are the Jiva. So, we are Jivatma. Which means we are the soul. First thing Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Dehinosmin yata dehe komaram yovanam jira tata dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuyati. First thing Krishna teaches in Gita, you are not the body. Who are you? If I ask you, who are you? What do you say?
Atma. Soul.
If you're walking down the street in Tanit, right, and someone walks up to you and they say, who are you? What do you say? You say, I am Jivatma. You say, I am the soul. I am pure spirit. Aham Brahmasmi. Is that what you say? Can you imagine saying that to someone? Yeah, normally when you meet someone, what is your, I am Mr. Patel. I am from New Delhi. I like roti. I like sabji. I've been to Vrindavan. You say like that. But actually that's not who you are. You're actually Jiva. You are the soul. Right? Make sense? So next time you meet someone, they say, who are you? You say, I am Jiva. Very good. Okay, I'll give you free dessert today. Jivatma. That's who I am. Okay, TK? Okay. So you are the Jiva. Now, if you are the Jiva, if you are the soul, now we have to understand what is your constitutional position, your Swarupa. Means, what are you created for? Why do you exist? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why do I exist? What is the answer? We have to get the answer. That's the meaning of life, to understand it. Why do we exist? You tell me, why do you exist? You told me you're the soul, you're Jivatma. Now tell me why you exist.
To meet the Paramatma. To meet the Paramatma.
Yes, very good. Very good, to meet the Paramatma. What else?
Part of the plan.
Work. The Jiva is meant to work, right, at IBM. At Telstra. I work at I do IT at that. I am the Jiva. I work at Telstra, I do IT. Hare Baba. Krishna did not make you to work at Telstra. What is the point of the Jiva? What is his occupation?
I meant karma actually as a work.
Wrong again. Wrong again. Karma means work. That's not what the Jiva is for. Not for it. He must do work. He must be active. It's true. That part's true. But his purpose is seva. Seva. He must do service. All of you are serving. All day you're serving. You serve your kids. Did you serve your kids today? So you're serving. Right? Did you serve your wife? Why are you smiling? Just say yes or no. Did you serve your wife? Right? Did you serve your husband? Right? Do you serve your parents? Do you serve your great country of India? Anyway, if you do that or not. But the point is, you are serving every day. You are created for one purpose, seva. Now the problem is, the jiva by nature is meant to be a happy all the time. It is called ananda, right? Ananda mayo bhyasat means the jiva is meant to be feeling ananda all the time. Hands up if you're feeling ananda. Okay, I've got 5.5 people. That's not the answer we're looking for. You should be feeling complete ananda. But you will only feel it. The reason you didn't put your hand up when I said, are you feeling ananda? Is because your seva is misdirected. You are not serving Krishna enough. Because when you serve Krishna, Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. Right? We are meant to be serving Krishna all the time. When you serve Krishna, you will feel ananda. Because that's what the soul is made for. If you don't serve Krishna, if you don't do seva to Krishna, you will not feel that bliss. That's why when I asked her, I said, if you're feeling ananda, everyone was kind of like, no, that's not ananda. Ananda means if you are serving Krishna, you will feel ananda, you will feel blissful. Does it make sense? Make sense or not?
Yes.
So what are you going to do with your life?
Serve Krishna.
I hope so. If you want ananda, it's up to you. Do you want ananda or Bollywood? You want Bollywood. You want I am Aishwarya Roy. In your mind you think so many things. And because of that, you do not feel ananda. But when you serve Krishna, you will feel ananda. So that is the occupation of the jiva. The jiva is created to feel ananda, to serve Krishna. So you must do seva, but your seva must be for Krishna. So the question is, how do we serve Krishna? That's what we're teaching here at Hare Krishna Valley. We teach you how to serve Krishna. Right? How do you serve Him? Just like now, we cooked lunch today. Right? But we're not going to feed any of you until Krishna eats first. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing the offering. We offer the bhoga to Krishna. Bhaktivedanta, Krishna says within the Bhagavad Gita, all of the bhoga is meant to be given to me. I enjoy it, then I'll give it back to you. That is called prasad. But it's not prasad yet. If anyone tries to eat it, right, we will say, hey, what are you doing? Don't touch. Krishna eats first. After he eats, then, that is called seva. So you must serve Krishna. Hands up if you offer your bhoga to Krishna in your home before you eat. Really? You actually do? Alright, that's good. That's good.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What about the rest of the time?
So much engrossed in ourselves.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. You have to do the offering every time. Otherwise, Krishna says you are eating pap. Pap means? Sin. Yeah. If you eat the bhog, before you offer to Krishna, it is pap. You get karma. Like that. Krishna doesn't eat onion and garlic. You can't offer onion and garlic to Krishna. Then Krishna will not eat it. He will say, what's this? I don't take it. Krishna doesn't eat meat, fish, eggs. Krishna doesn't eat it. He doesn't eat mushrooms either. All these things Krishna doesn't eat. If you offer these things, Krishna will not take it. It's not prasad. You have to understand these things. That's what we're teaching here at Hare Krishna. How to serve Krishna. How else can we serve Krishna? By chanting His names. Right? We chant kirtan. When you chant the names of Krishna, then you will feel bliss. You'll feel great happiness. Everyone likes to hear their name chanted. Just like if someone's outside and they say my name, I'll say, who's saying my name? Like that. Everyone likes the sound of their name. So when you say Krishna's name, he looks, who's saying my name? Just like before all of you were chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right? You all chant, and Krishna was saying, who is chanting? Who is in Bambara? Chanting. He looks down. Who is chanting? And then he says, who is chanting with bhakti? Bhaktya mama vijanati yavanyas chasmi tattvataha. Krishna says, if you don't have bhakti, you will not capture me. Just like Draupadi, you know Draupadi?
Yeah.
She called out, "Hey Krishna! Hey Govind!" Dushishan was trying to pull off her sari. Right? She was holding. And she thought, this is too much. So she put her hand, "Hey Krishna! Hey Govinda!" Then Krishna gave unlimited sari. But he had to wait until he heard the sound. She chant with complete surrender. If you chant with complete surrender, then Krishna will come to you. Everyone please sit down. Hare Krishna. Please. Please. Take a couch. So, when Krishna sees you are chanting with bhakti, with devotion, then he will come to you. This is one way to serve Krishna. How else can we serve Krishna? You can serve Krishna's cows. You can come to the Goshala. You can help us clean the Goshala. That is savor to Krishna. If you can't come here every day from Tanit, if you can't drive all the way down, clean the Goshala and drive back before work, then you give some donation. You give some fowl, some fruit. You give some of your money to help maintain the Goshala. This is seva to Krishna. There's so many ways you can serve Krishna. So if you serve Krishna, you will feel ananda, you will feel bliss. That is the purpose of our existence. So Krishna is Ishvara, we are Jiva. Then the next topic in the Bhagavad Gita is called Prakriti. What is Prakriti? Prakriti actually means nature. Krishna says in Gita, there are two Prakritis. Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. Right? Which one are we in now? Which one are we in? Para or Apara? Apara. This is the material world. The other world is called Para Prakriti. Right? It is spiritual. It is made of Sat Chit Ananda. Right? It is eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. This world is the opposite. It is Apara Prakriti, it is inferior. It is not Ananda, it is Nirananda. Nirananda means? What is Nirananda? Anyone here from India? What is Nir Ananda? Nirananda means without bliss. This world here, it lacks bliss. Have you ever suffered in your life? Hands up if you've suffered in your life.
Still suffering.
Still suffering. Yeah, that's good. You're an honest man. I like you. Hands up if you've suffered in this life. 75%. Okay, the rest of you just wait. 75% put their hand up, the other 25% they're just going, oh, everything is nice, you just wait. The suffering, klesha. Klesha is coming.
It'll come to everyone inevitably.
Yeah, everyone will get it. Because this world, is apara prakriti. It is inferior, it is nirananda. It is full of klesh. Klesh means suffering. Who controls this world? Krishna does, but indirectly. Krishna is in Goloka. He lives in Vaikuntha. Krishna is not his world. Do you see him walking around? You see him in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Ahmedabad? You didn't see him? Why? Because he's not here. He's in the other place, the Para Prakriti. But down here in this place, this is called Durgadam. Who looks after this world? Durga. You know who Durga is? Lord Shiva's wife. Right? And she is powerful. Right? What does she ride on? Lion or a tiger? Imagine you all came today in a VW, in a Toyota. Imagine if someone came today riding on a lion. What would you do? Yeah, probably you'd run. You say, who's this person? Who's this Mataji? Her name is Durga. She rides on a lion. Why? Because it symbolizes victory. You can't conquer her. She's much more powerful than us. And she carries a trident. You know the trident? The spear has three. What do the three prongs represent? right? Kala, past, present, future. She controls all of us, right? Our past, our present. Durga, she's very powerful. 3 gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, right? She gets everyone under control with these gunas. And klesha. Klesha means different types of suffering. Adhyatmika, adibautic, adidaivik. Klesha. Suffering comes from 3 places. The first one is adibautic. Adibautic means other living entities, other people. Right? Has anyone ever given you a problem in your life? No? Okay. Hands up if anyone ever gave you a problem in your life. Okay, 50%. The rest of you are really blissful, I don't know. It's funny because I asked you, are you blissful? You didn't put your hand up. And I said, did you get suffering in your life? You didn't put your hand up. So I don't know what you are. You're something in between. I don't know what that is. So, adibautic means suffering coming from other living entities. Right? Other people will give you problem. Or other creatures will give you problem. You know which creature gives the most problems in the world? That's a different one. Actually, yeah, we can clip that. That's in the next section. We'll get to that one. But you know which one gives the most problem? Mosquito. More people die from mosquito bite than anything else in the world, any other creature. Right? In Africa, the mosquito kills so many people. They get the bite, malaria, right? Or other different diseases, they all come. Dengue fever, so many come. Also in Africa, the hippopotamus, high mortality rate as well. The hippo kills a lot of people. Very dangerous, the hippo. Next time you see one, please don't go too close. I'm trying to educate everyone. We teach you about hippos, we teach you about so many things. Be careful of the hippos. They're dangerous. In Africa, I don't know what happens. People, they go on the boat, I think, in the river, and then the hippo comes underneath and knocks them. You've got to be careful. If you see them, go away. That's why in the zoo they keep them on the other side of the like that, because they're very powerful. But the mosquito, so this is called adibaltica. It means other living entities give us problems. Then there's adidevika. Adidevika means, klesha means suffering coming from the devas. Do the devas give us problems? Yeah, they do. Okay. How? You saw in Thailand and Myanmar last couple of weeks ago, big earthquake. Bhumi Devi, she's not happy. Bhumi is not happy at the moment. On the earth, she's not happy with what everyone is doing. So sometimes she goes, tens of thousands of people killed like that. Or tsunami comes, 100,000 people gone. Right? Or the big fires come, or the big floods come, all these things. This is coming from Daivika, Deva. So suffering is coming from different places. Adhyatmik, Adidaivik, Adhyatmika. Adhyatmika means from ourself. Sometimes you don't even have to leave your house to suffer. Right? You can give yourself suffering. Right? Your mind, your body, your hands up, your body gives you problems sometimes. Yeah, sometimes the body gives problems. Like that. We don't want it to, and then so many problems. That's just coming from your body, so much klesha. And then, your mind. That can give you a lot of problems. Hands up, anyone had that problem? The mind gave the problem? Yeah. You don't even have to go out of the house. You can just sit in your house and just suffer. Such a good package we get when we come to the material world. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, go back to the spiritual, come and live with me. Why do you want to stay here? Come and live in Vrindavan. Come and live in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means no anxiety. Here in this world you just get anxiety. Is it true or not true? 50% of you said it was true. The other 50% you're very blissful. Oh, that's right. You're not blissful, but you're not suffering, and so I don't know what's this
They're
group.
they're visiting the material world, they belong to spiritual world.
Yeah, we all belong to spiritual world, but we all came here, and when we come here, we suffer. Why do we suffer? Because Krishna is saying to us, come back. This is not your home. You're not meant to stay here. Yeah.
Then why do we take birth?
Because,
Krishna has sent you?
no, Krishna did not send you.
Because you didn't serve him.
Man proposes, God disposes. You have independence, right? Do you always listen to what everyone tells you to do? Or sometimes you do what you want to do? Swarat. Krishna is Swarat. Means he's independent. Swatantra. Krishna does what he wants to do. And all of us, he created us, and he gives us a little bit of independence each. So you chose, just like sometimes you're living with your parents, you say, I want my own home. I want my own space. So you go. Right? So you're living with Krishna originally, but then you chose to leave. And now you are here in this material world. So Krishna, he facilitated you. He did not send you away. Krishna actually said, it's probably not such a good idea. Why don't you stay here with me? And you said, no, I need some space. Krishna said, okay, go. And then Bahu Jamma, then you have to go through so many births. Samsara chakra. And then when you are finished, then Krishna said, okay, come back to me. TK? Is it okay? So go back to Krishna. Why do you want to stay here in Tanit? Or will you enjoy in this material world? Go back. Give up your Bollywood and go back to Krishna. Okay. So this is what Krishna is teaching us. Krishna is teaching us to go back to him. So these subject matters are in Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara means Bhagwan, God, Krishna. Jiva means us. And we're meant to, what is our occupation? Service to Krishna. Okay, very good. You get a free dessert. Then, next one is Prakriti. Prakriti is two types. What are the two types? Para and Apara. So this is Apara. But the other place where Krishna lives, that is called Para Prakriti, superior. No birth, no death, no old age, and no disease. That's what Krishna's world is like. No one dies, no one gets old, everyone just lives with him. Krishna is Nava Yovana, he is always young, everyone else is always young, and everyone is happy. All the prasadam you can eat is free. Yes, Mataji?
Then when we already were there with Krishna, then what happened and what made us to think that we want to leave you?
Because sometimes people are silly. True or not true? Most of the time, is it? Okay, I'm glad I don't live in your house. But do you sometimes do things which you look back at later in your life, you say, why did I do that? It did make sense. Did you ever do something? Yeah, so that's why we left Krishna. It doesn't make sense, but he gave us independence. He said, you stay here with me. You said, no, I just want to have some space. He said, okay, go. But you will go to Apara Prakriti, Durgadam, and then you'll go through so much problem. When you're ready, you come back. No problem. So it doesn't make sense. But sometimes you do things that don't make sense. Is it true or not? Yeah, so that's the answer. It's called misuse of independence.
So it means if we go to Krishna again, it can happen another time. I mean, in next birth or in next yuga. It's like a cycle.
No, it's not like that. Hare, are you listening or not?
Oh, sorry.
It's not, when you go back to Krishna, it's, because they asked Prabhupada this question, and Prabhupada said it is once burned, twice shy. So if you go back to Krishna, and then one day you're thinking again, oh, I want to go back to that place, then Krishna will give you darshan. You will see everything that you went through last time, and you'll say, no, thank you. You only touch fire once in your life, unless you're really silly. TK? Okay.
I think this is called moh, or like what I understand. So as long as we are holding to the moh, we can't reach to Krishna.
What word are you saying?
Moh, attachment to the materialistic world.
Moha.
Attachment.
Moha.
Yes.
Illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is what is separating us from Krishna. So as long as we are holding it, we are attached to this materialistic world, to our parents, to our families, our wealth, our house, our cars. So we can't get him. To get Krishna, we have to leave this mode.
So Mataji, when are you going to give up?
We are trying.
You're trying? Are you trying?
She stopped working, so this is the first time. I have to look after everything now.
I think I'm losing the mode. I don't feel like I have to get anything.
Hare Baba, are you... Okay, now he's taking care of everything. He's given you complete freedom. Now what are you doing with your time? Are you doing bhakti?
Yes.
Or are you engaged in maya, moha?
I think nothing else is attracting me at the moment. I just want to do more and more religious thing, my part, my job, serving.
What sort of job do you do?
Hare Krishna.
Oh, you do it? That's good. What sort of seva do you do?
Sorry?
Seva. What sort of... You said you wanted to do seva. What do you do?
Everything, whether it's my food or spending my time with God, decorating my job, that's all.
That's
Listening to bhajan.
Where do you
that's
live? Where do you live?
all. Melbourne.
Melton.
Yeah.
Okay. They have ISKCON devotees are there? Melton? They're there? They're there? Okay. So we have Bhakti Vriksha.
Yes.
Yeah. You go?
Yes, I tried. I only
No,
went
but you're-
once,
okay.
and just in 2 days I had an accident. Then
Yeah,
it
the
was
Bhakti
Jagannath
Vriksha-
Yatra day. We were going there, and just before that I cut my thumb and went into the surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still have got the stitches. They are healing. So I joined the Bhakti Vriksha, but
So
then-
now go regularly.
yeah.
Yeah, because the reason we do this Bhakti Vriksha program all around Melbourne
Yes.
is you can get Sangha,
Yes.
Sadhu Sangha, right? You can go and be with them. They can teach you how to serve Krishna. There's so many opportunities. We have so much seva to do. So they can help you to do that. So that's good that you're doing that. That's good. You have a good husband.
Yeah, I do.
You do, that's good. And you say you have a good husband, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, so, yeah.
Mataji was talking about giving up on attachment. Is that right?
What do you mean?
Like, are we supposed to give up all the attachment to our loved ones, our family?
It's a very good question. So do we give up our attachment to our children, to our husband, to our wife, to our parents? Do we give up this attachment? What it means is that Bhaktivedanta Thakur, who's the great sadhu, the great saint, his picture's there in the parampara on the altar. Bhaktivedanta Thakur, he had 10 children. And his wife was named Bhagavati. And she was exceptional personality. So what he wrote and what he taught us is you have to see your family as Krishna's servants. Krishna Das or Krishna Dasi. So you don't have to give up your attachment if you see them in the right way. If you think they are for my enjoyment, you have to give up that bhav, the Purusha bhav. It's all for my pleasure. Because it won't give you pleasure anyway. Right? You can only get so much pleasure from your family. Like that. Sometimes people think you can get all your pleasure from your family. That's called moha. That's illusion. So you have to give up. It doesn't mean you just change or you transfer or you purify your attachment. You see them connected to Krishna. Does it make sense?
Yes, but sometimes our family members give us so much trouble, so much pain. Then how to see Krishna in them? Should I say that?
Yeah, that's the challenge. That's the challenge.
I think all the pain I'm seeing, getting from everywhere, even this Indra, I feel like Krishna is giving me. He is coming in that form and giving me,
Yeah.
because that's meant for me. I have to go through this.
Yeah.
And
So,
if I go through this, I will reach to Krishna.
Oh, beautiful.
That's he's just giving me the thoughts. I don't think that I can think. He is giving me that thought.
so it means that it is breeding vairagya. Vairagya means detachment. So when the family is giving too many problems, you become detached, which is a good thing, because you're leaving this world. You're thinking of Krishna more. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said to Raghunath Das Goswami, he said, do all your duties for your family and everything very nicely. But in your heart, you think of Krishna. So you keep them happy, you do all those things. I explain it like when you're cooking a meal, a feast, on the back you have chutney, right? So you're cooking everything, and every few minutes you just stir the chutney and then you keep going back to your main dish. So your family is like the chutney. Just give them a stir, make sure it's all good, not burning, and then you keep going back to your main, which is serving Krishna. Does it make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Don't tell your family I said that.
The chutney.
The chutney family keep jai. Don't tell your family I said these things. Okay, maybe just stop the recording for 1 minute. So, what it means is that there is Ishvara, there is Jiva, there is Prakriti, and then the fourth subject matter in the Bhagavad Gita is Kala. Kala means time. Right? In this world, we are all controlled by Kala Shakti. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi, I am time. Right? We are all controlled by time. Hands up if you're not controlled by time. No, you're all controlled. That's the one where you don't put your hand up. Right? We're all controlled by time. Right? Things happen in the past, in time, right? Which you want to change, but you can't change. Right? Time is beyond our control. We can't go back and change things. There are things coming in the future which we know are coming. Right? There are problems coming in our world now. We know they're coming, but we can't affect. Time is beyond our control. Right? So this is Kala Shakti. This is Krishna's Shakti. So we understand Kala, or we understand time, as Krishna's energy, which is teaching us to become detached from this world. Because in the spiritual world with Krishna, time is there, but it does not destroy anything. You don't get old in the spiritual world. Just like in this world, the cosmetic industry, one of the biggest industries on the planet. Billions of dollars every year people put into makeup, right? And plastic surgery and all these things. Right? But you can't stop it. You're just getting older. What can you do? You can keep dyeing your hair black for the rest of your life, but the grey is still under there. Right? You're still going to get old. You can't stop these things. So Kala Shakti. So Krishna says within the Bhagavad Gita, I am time. Right? But I am time because I'm trying to teach you all to become detached from this world. So these four subject matters are there. Ishvara, right? Jiva, Prakriti, Kala. And then number 5 is Karma. You had a question?
So in the another dimension, we don't get these kind of attachments, or we don't have emotions there, or because you said we don't age, we don't die, we don't go on.
Yeah.
But what happens there? So
Well, you see the pictures in the back. That's what happens there. Right? So you see the blue person?
yes,
What's his name?
Krishna,
Who is he?
Parmeshwar.
He's God. Yeah, Parameshwar. So Krishna is there, and we are the people in the picture. So they're all doing seva for Krishna. Like, who's Krishna with in the middle? He's with Radha. And Krishna is serving a peacock, a bird. Krishna likes peacock. He always wears the peacock feather in his hair, right? That's his favorite, and he's feeding the peacock. Krishna is doing seva. And then everyone else you see in the picture, they're all doing seva, doing service for Krishna.
Yes.
So that's what we will do. We will do seva.
But we get Anand.
Yeah, because you're with Krishna, and Krishna is Ananda personified.
So we don't get sorrowness, or we don't get emptiness.
You never feel empty. You always feel. It's a very emotional place. Have you been to India?
Yes, I was born in India.
Yeah, I know. So in India, it's a very emotional place.
Yes.
Everyone's very emotional. Nothing's like straightforward. Right? That's why it's my favorite place. Right? Because India's like, it's always like this. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. So India is like that because it's a reflection of the spiritual world with Krishna. It's a very emotional place. So it's not boring. There's always lots of emotions going on. But the emotions go like like this all the time. When they can't see Krishna, they become very sad. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And when they see him again, oh, there he is, he's happy again. So the emotions go continuously. Does it make sense?
Yep, a lot. So if we practice seva in this world and we route our emotions towards Krishna,
Yeah.
which means we can settle down our emotional pains in this world.
It means that you will, when you're doing service to Krishna and you're absorbed in him, the pains that you have in this world, they will dissipate. They will go away. Like I've had pain in my life, like all of us. Everyone here, no one is escaping it. I've had big pains in my life. But the more I focus on Krishna and absorb myself in that, those pains just begin to evaporate. Because the Bhagavatam says that everything we experience in this world is swapna. It's a dream. Right? We identify with all the things in this world, but they don't actually happen to the soul. It's just to our mind and our body that we're experiencing all these things. Does it make sense? Yeah.
Yep, a lot. So when I was 3, I was told that you have to become this, then you grow, and every time there's a bigger window, you have to build this, you have to create this, you have to own this. And in reality, by 40 now, we are seeing that we can't own anything, we can't become anything, and all we need is God. So if we serve Krishna in that way, which means our desires, which were shown to us in a certain way, will disappear, or we will become that.
It means your desires have to be focused on him. Instead of building a house for you and living in your family with your house, you won't be that happy anyway.
No.
Build a temple for Krishna. Huh? Like in Melbourne now, we have one temple in Albert Park, ISKCON. You know, many of you have been there, right? So we have a problem now, because now we have so many devotees in Melbourne, that temple is too small for that. So now we have to build more temples, right? So now we have to all work together to build more. So if you're going to work and you have desires to do things, instead of building just a house, I mean, you need a house, you need somewhere to live, but you can use some of your work to put towards Krishna to build a house. Like I have a friend, he's a millionaire, he owns a travel agency, he's from India, a good friend of mine, and he gave $1 million for one of the big temples we're building in India. Yeah? So this is what we should do. Yeah? And then you will feel this ananda, you'll feel this bliss. In other words, you have a purpose to your life. Purpose is not just to have rotis, sit at home and watch some Bollywood, and eat some roti. What's the point of that?
So spread of religion, do seva, and then eventually you get mostly happy.
Yeah, well, you'll feel it. If you serve Krishna, you'll feel happy. Right? Someone doesn't have to say to you, are you happy serving Krishna? You will feel it. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, param drishtva nivartate. Param drishtva means superior taste. Right? Just like we just offered the meal to Krishna. So we'll have some nice, say, halava. Or what do we have to crumble or something. So we made some nice sweet, right? Hands up if you like sweets. Oh my God. This guy's put 2 hands. So, come on, finish talking. I want to. So when we take no one has to tell you when you're eating nice halava. Is it nice? You're just, I'm relishing it. So when you're serving Krishna, no one has to say, are you feeling blissful? You are feeling it. Does it make sense? Yeah, so it's like that. Good questions. Good questions. So we have these 4 subject matters, Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and the 5th one Krishna speaks in Gita is called Karma. Karma means, whatever you do in this world, you will get a reaction. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says there are 3 types of karma. Karma, akarma, and vikarma. Vikarma means very bad work. Ugra karma means not good things. The world is full of ugra karma now. People are doing very bad things to the earth, to each other. Is ugra karma, vikarma. It means all that, when you do that, that will come back to you. Right? If you do the bad things, sometimes in your life, like you cut your finger or something, that means you did some negative thing, and then it comes back to you. All of us have that experience. So that is called vikarma. Then there is karma. Karma means pious activity or activity which is regulated by Vedic instruction. So in the Veda it says, if you want to get a good wife, then worship this particular demigod, Lord Shiva or something. If you want your children to be intelligent, to pass the exams, worship Saraswati or one of the devatas. If you want, you understand what I mean. Yeah. So that's karma. I want this, I do this. Right? But that is material. That's material. That means you're a materialist in your consciousness. It means you're not a very enlightened person. Right? You just do all these negative things, all these material things. So then Krishna says in Gita, there's vikarma, karma, but then there's akarma. Akarma means bhakti. Right? When you do bhakti, when you do service to Krishna, seva, you don't get any karma back. You get Krishna directly blessing you. So Krishna says in Gita, you should do akarma. Right? Because karma is the only one of the 5 subjects which can change. The other 4 do not change. They are permanent. Karma can disappear. Right? If you're getting bad karma, right, that can disappear if you start doing bhakti or devotional service. Like for me, I started doing this in 1989, right, when I was 19, right, 36 years ago. I became a brahmachari in the ashram in Melbourne, in the Albert Park, in the ashram. So 8 years I was brahmachari. Right? So I was doing seva to Krishna all the time. And I burnt up so much karma. Right? Because I'm serving Krishna, so he is blessing me, he's giving me reciprocation. So now I'm Grihastha, but I'm still serving Krishna. I'm managing here, Hare Krishna Valley and everything. So I know in my life, I can feel it. All the karma which should have come, right? It just comes a little bit. Because Krishna takes it away. Savadama parijaja, mama ekam sharanam braja. Aham tvam sava papepyo, moksha yashami masujaha. Krishna says, if you surrender to me, moksha means I will take away all that karma, all that negative thing. This is why it's good to serve Krishna. Right? You just try it for 1 week. You just chant Hare Krishna, offer your food to Krishna, your bhog, right? Read the Bhagavad Gita, do seva, go to the Bhaktivedanta program, do seva. If it doesn't work, if you're not more happy, we'll give you all your money back. Okay? If it doesn't work, like that, but I guarantee you it will work if you put your heart into it. So that's what we're teaching here at harekrishnavalley.com.au. Om Shanti 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 Om Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om. Very good. So anyone have any questions? I'm going to leave a few minutes. You can ask questions. People are already asking, but if you want to ask one, Mataji.
So as you said, seva towards Krishna, does the Bhagavad Gita says about the humanity seva towards humanity?
Yeah, so the way that you serve humanity, right, is by giving them prasad. So in this world, on the earth, which organization feeds the most people every day? Who feeds the most? Salvation Army, Red Cross. Who feeds the most people every day?
Gurudwaras?
It's ISKCON. And guess where you are now? ISKCON. In India, every day we serve 1.2 million meals every day. Right? That is service to humanity. Because we don't just give them bhog, we only give them prasad. When you take prasad, you become purified, enlightened. Right? So that's how you serve humanity. Right? So you can help us. We need cooks. We need people who can help. Like after we eat today, Right? We have to clean the kitchen. So if any of you want to do Seva, you can help clean the kitchen again. The Seva is here. Huh? This is service to humanity. But it has to have Krishna in it. Because some people, they serve, they give the food to people, but it's not prasad. So what is the real benefit? Okay, the hunger is gone, but did they become more enlightened? Or you give people the books, the Bhagavad Gita. I read the Bhagavad Gita in 1989, look at me now. It changed my life. So you give these books to people. You keep them in your desk. In Tazi.com. Right? So there's a different way. We can teach you how to serve like that. It's the best service for humanity. Because humanity has big problems right now. Big problems. And the next 10 years you're going to see bigger problems. Like, it's going to get more and more now. This is just the beginning. Kali Yuga is just beginning.
One last question.
Okay.
So in this, when we know the bigger problems are coming on our way, do we decide to give a birth to new soul?
That's a big question, isn't it? That's a big question. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. But I've heard many people say, look what's coming. You want to bring kids into this? So we have to change the world as much as we can. That's what we're doing. That's what Hare Krishna Valley is here for. Is this a good place or not?
Yes.
Is it a peaceful place? Are we teaching the right way to live? Yes. So, yeah. We just had one child here was born here 8 months ago. Born here on this property. So, yeah, we're bringing the kids in the world, but we're trying to teach humanity how to live properly so the world can be peaceful for the children. Because all the crazy people, the Hollywood people, the Bollywood people, they're just living like crazy people. And then see what's happening to the planet. The politicians are crazy. So many people just don't understand these things. So we have to teach them also. Okay? So have kids, but bring them here regularly. Any other questions? We have time for a few more questions.
So you started in 19 years and you said you followed Brahmacharya. And being a mixed body, how do you control your... I assume that you have overcome all those feelings. But how do you actually consider yourself when you see the content, when you see the lust, when you see the greed for buying and selling and acquiring? How do you control those things? Because any which way we try, 1 day, 2 days, and then 3rd day, something will attract us. And we deviate. So I can't find a way to come back or to follow one path.
Yeah, because all the advertisement they use like the sexual energy. It's in Bhagavatam it's called Maituni Bhav. Maituni means twins. Two.
Yeah.
The male-female energy.
Yeah.
Right? Or now the male-male energy. Or the female-female. Well, yeah, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's that Maituni Bhav, that energy. So that energy, they use it for everything now. In advertising especially, they use it. One time, I told this a number of times, I was in Adelaide. I was driving down the road, and I look up and there's a big billboard, and there's a kitchen, and in the middle of the kitchen there's a lady, and she's just wearing bikini, red bikini, in the kitchen. So I look up, why is she wearing, who walks around in their kitchen with red bikini on? And then underneath it said, tiles. Like the tiles on the floor. That's what the ad was for. So why do they put the girl there? Because everyone goes like that, and then they look at it, and then it says, oh, tiles. So they use that energy for all the advertising. It's not natural. It's not good for brahmachari life. Yeah, so it's difficult, because you're practicing brahmachari, but then you see those things every day. So it means how to overcome it. You don't fully overcome it until you become very purified. You don't fully overcome it, but it becomes if you have what we call good sadhana, sadhana means practice. So we wake up early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, we get up early. And we chant our jap, we're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So we're purifying our consciousness. So then when you do see those things, it doesn't affect you as much. You know, we all get affected by it, but not as much. Like that. And gradually you feel it like going away. You feel that feeling disappearing. The more you absorb yourself in bhakti and seva, you feel it going.
So it happens the same with Lob, Moh, Maya, Krodh. So there are 7 enemies mentioned in the Bhagavad.
6.
6. Lob, Moh. So which means this happens with when you do the jap in the morning or whenever you have time. So that settles down all the rage.
It cleanses them from the heart. Yeah, it takes them out of the heart. They begin to cleanse away. You become less inclined towards those things. You become less greedy. You become less angry. You become less lusty. You become less envious. Right? Moha, these things, they become less influential in your conduct. You feel it like drifting away. Lust is the calm, or lust, that is the more powerful of them. Yeah, greed and those things, they're much more easier to, for some people. For other people it's very difficult. But calm is the one. Lust, Prabhupada, our founder, he said that is public enemy number 1. That's the main enemy in this world. Like if we say, who's the main enemy in the world right now? Some people say Donald Trump. Some people will say Donald Trump. And other people will say, Osama bin Laden. And other people will say Putin. And other people will say... Yeah, the tax man or the government. Like everyone will say something different, but actually the main enemy is lust. Because if we control that, humanity will, a lot of the problems will go away. You know, if Donald Trump can control his lust, the world will be more peaceful. Is that okay? Any other question?
It's more an anger and anxiety towards kids. That's increasing karma because they're keeping you on the move. You're getting a bit upset with that. That's increasing karma. Is that correct?
What's the question?
The question is, if you're upset with your child because of course he's a child, that's increasing your karma. Is that correct?
Well, no, it depends.
If you're upset with them.
If your child's being naughty,
Yeah.
you have to tell them, hey, stop being naughty.
Yeah.
Right. That's called good parenting. Right.
Yeah.
So, but if you're just yelling at the child didn't even do anything,
Yeah.
that's your problem. Yeah, that's karma. Yeah. So that's why your child is driving you nuts, because you haven't controlled your anger.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So it's like the way we treated our parents.
Yes.
Right. Now it's coming back to you in this life. You have your kids, and they give you the karma back that you gave to your parents. That's all like that. So you have to learn to, control yourself so you don't. We all do it. We all get tired sometimes. Like, sometimes I've said to my daughter, and I regret that because I was tired.
Yeah.
She was just being a kid, and I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like that. One time I said, she's a bit messy. I said, "What's going on?" And I go on like that. But she's just being a kid. I should have been more compassionate like that. So you will get karma back if you like that. So you have to learn to control yourself. Being a parent is not easy. Not easy. Any other question?
What's the right time of introducing that discipline in your kids? Because when the kids are 8 years old or 9 years old, it's very hard for you to tell them or discipline them. And sometimes if I talk very strictly, I feel so bad that I shouldn't have done that, or maybe this is not the right time. So what's the right age of introducing that discipline in your kids?
Chanakya, you've heard of Chanakya from India. He says 5 to 15. 5 to 15, be strict. He said up until 5, be lenient. Because they don't really know. I mean, that being said, sometimes I see the parents, they bring the children, the kids are going crazy. And they don't do anything. That's not good. But it means up until 5, give them a little bit of. 5 to 15, you have to be a little bit strict. Get them, develop good character. My parents were very strict on me. And when I look back, Not like crazy strict, but quite strict. When I look back, I'm very grateful because I have some good moral compass. It came from my parents because they were very like, even when I was 15, I went to one party and my friends were all drinking. 15, no drinking. I didn't touch it because I knew if I went home and they smelt that, big problem. So I didn't touch it. So I'm very happy that I got that. So and then after 15, you have to be more like a friend. Because now they're young adults. So if you just keep saying, hey, do this, do that. I see parents do it. Their kids are 18 and they're telling, hey, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. How are the kids going to respect you? So parenting is not easy. Yeah, that job should pay more. It's underpaid. Underpaid, underappreciated. You should be getting at least 100,000 a year, at least, just to be a parent. It's like,
Per child.
Per child. Let's all have 8 kids.
Here's my daughter. She's listening and she understands.
Mataji, nice to meet you.
She's 12 years old and she's got a very good question and I think I should ask it. So she heard what you had discussed that side. So she's saying, when you said, we get our children naughty because this is our karma as parents, we get it from them. And she's asking, I'm being naughty with my parents, so in future, will I get in return from my kids the same thing or what?
Yeah, of course. Of course. It all comes back. It all comes back. But up until the age, is it 12? Yeah, it's 12. In the Shastra, there's one pastime with Yamaraj. And it says up until 12, you don't get karma. Meaning that even if the child eats meat or something, they don't get karma. The parents get it. But after 12, they start getting their own karma because now they have to make good choice.
Okay, so she's on the borderline. She has to be more careful now.
Are you 11 or 12?
12.
Oh my God. So now it's finished. The good days are gone. Now everything you do from now on, your kids are going to do back to you. Okay. Up until now, you're okay. Okay. How old's your sister?
Yeah.
How old?
I'm turning 10.
10. Okay. So for the next 2 years, do whatever you want. Right. Be as naughty as possible.
She's the most cheekiest one.
Yeah. So 2 years, just be as naughty as you can, because when you get to her age, it's all finished. You get big karma. TK? Okay. Any other question?
So last one, because you lived as a family life, being married and having kids. So what's the true definition of brahmacharya? Because in India we heard a different definition. So when you say brahmacharya...
Brahmacharya means you don't have sex. If you have sex, you're not a brahmachari.
But you had a family.
No, I was brahmachari for 8 years.
Now this also.
A brahmachari.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 8 years. Now I'm grihastha.
Oh.
So sex in our tradition, if you're practicing brahminical life, if you're acting like a brahmana, then you only have sex to have the children. Yeah, that's the high level. Not everyone's on that level. But on the high level, even when you get married, you only have the sex to have the child. Right? That's the high level. Not everyone's on that level, but that's the high level. But for 8 years I was brahmachari. I live in the ashram, I'm not married like that.
So being in the family life, you can bring the brahmacharya as well.
Well, effectively, I am a brahmachari because me and my wife don't have sex, so I'm practicing brahmacharya. But I'm not a brahmachari because I have a wife. I don't just put on saffron and go out during the day and then come back and then I'm grihastha. It's like you have to choose one or the other. To be brahmachari whole life, that's not easy. That's not, or to become sannyas, that's not easy. But I still practice the same practice that I practiced before. But now I'm married, I have a wife and a daughter.
So you don't buy the house and everything else? You do?
I can buy a house if I want to, but because I manage this place, I get my ashram is just over there, you can see it, just there. So because I'm the manager here, they give me a house to live. So that's part of my fringe benefits of because I'm employed to be the manager here. So they give me a house, they give me a car, they give me different things. So
if you don't need it, you don't go for it?
Yeah, I mean that's a personal thing. There's nothing wrong with owning houses and things like that. It's what you do inside the house that's important. Is the house a place where you're cultivating Krishna consciousness, or you're just watching Bollywood all day? You have to see what you do in the house. Nothing wrong with having a house. Krishna doesn't say, "Oh, you have a house, you're a materialist." Krishna doesn't think like that. Krishna had many houses. How many wives did Krishna have? 16,108. That's serious Grihastha ashram, right? And he had 16,000 palaces. So Krishna was very involved in this world. But everything in the house, it was spiritually focused. One more question? Someone put?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So one of our
Is yours generic or?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take that quick.
Yeah, one of our family friends, they were married for almost 10, 11 years now. 2 years ago, we stopped seeing the wife on every occasion. So the husband was coming with kids, they got 2 boys. And every time they asked, "Where is your wife?" And it was, "Oh, she's going to India, she's at work," never the right answer. And then we found out from outsiders that she's actually left the family. She's gone to Vrindavan, become a sannyasi there. Then husband wasn't sure whether he wanted to keep this marriage or not, because she's gone, but he has his own needs, he has to look after the kids. And recently, I think last month she came for 2 days. I think maybe here to just sign the documents. She was bored. She's one of those people who actually, ask for food every day, and if they get, they eat. If they don't, they don't. So now everyone within the group is talking two different things. Some of them they're saying, as we were discussing before, detachment from the family, no emotion, no attachment, that she did the right thing. She wanted to go, she left. And others are talking that she was so selfish. She got married to someone and gave birth to kids, and now when they needed her, she just left without thinking, without.
How old are the kids?
Same age, maybe 10, 12, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, okay, then she did the wrong thing.
And the husband now, he was a very big...
Because we don't have a lot of time, so I'll answer the question. She did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because if you start something, you finish it.
Yes.
So if you have kids, after 18, that's different.
Yes.
Okay, then she can go and do the sannyasi thing. You don't leave the kids when they're that age, right? That's not Krishna conscious.
And that actually husband who actually started playing Krishna, and then wife joined, and now he even don't want to talk about Krishna. He says he spoiled my life. He ruined everything.
No, Krishna didn't spoil it.
No, I mean, just for him,
she did.
For him, he says, we
No,
praying,
that means, okay, so that means he is not passing the test.
Yeah.
It's a difficult test, right? That's very hard.
Yeah.
If the wife, that's very difficult. But you cannot blame Krishna. That's wrong also. She did the wrong thing, but for him to reject Krishna, that's also wrong. So both are making a mistake. It's not an easy thing to do, but you can't blame Krishna. Krishna didn't do it. Krishna would say to her, "Go back. Do your duty. You started it, you finish it." Okay, after 18 the kids are grown up, they're married, then okay, that's different, but I like that.
So, we spoke about the 5 or 4 mysteries from the Bhagavad Gita, and then we spoke about politicians. There was a comment here on Elon Musk. He's got 13 kids. From the lens of the Bhagavad Gita, he's propped up Donald Trump's campaign with $150 million. As a powerful man, as the world's richest man, you can probably see that money has a lot of sway, and from the eyes of the Bhagavad Gita, how does one see Elon Musk and then what Trump's doing? And
They're not Krishna conscious.
correct.
So then the Bhagavad Gita sees them the same as everyone else in this world. They're in illusion. They're in Maya.
But he's good for his country. Trump is doing good for his country.
How do you know?
But he want to.
How do you know? Did he close all the abattoirs? Did he stop people killing the animals? Are they still killing cows in America?
But economically.
No, you answer my question. Are they still killing cows in America? Don't tell me he's doing good things, because he doesn't even understand what good means. Right? A real leader, Yudhishthira, like Arjuna, like Ramachandra, right? They stop these things, right? So they're never going to have, you can say he's improving the economics. No, he's not. Because there's so much karma there from killing all the animals. So much McDonald's and Hungry Jack. It's all going to implode. You watch, it will all implode. America will crumble like that, right? Until you stop killing the animal, you will not have peace in this world. So that's all relative. All the things he says he's doing which are good, right? It's not the real good for the humanity. Right? That is our conclusion. That's Bhagavad Gita speaking. That's Krishna speaking. Thank you all for coming. Is anyone hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 men up the back. That's good. The rest of you, it was nice to see you. So you just go out, turn right, we'll have something to eat, and then at 3 o'clock, after we take prasad, if you want to go to the Goshala, which are on the other side of the farm, you can feed the cows. Thank you all for coming.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.